Do you know the feeling of handing over your newborn baby to someone else for the very first time? Well, that was how I felt when I had to ask for help in my garden. Hi there, my name is Rolien. Welcome to my channel, The Garden is My Coach. This video is the first in a series of 3 that deals with strategies to keep up with your garden when you're unwell. The most difficult thing to do when I was unable to garden at all was asking for help.
You know, it's my garden. Nobody loves my garden as much as I do.
Who loves my garden more than I do, right? And yet I had no choice. In the worst months of my illness, my days looked like this: watching out the window, drinking tea, and lots of sleeping. I was hardly able to take a walk around the garden, let alone work in it. So in the end, I took the hurdle and asked for help. And I'm so glad I did. And I really encourage you to do the same. If you are in a season of illness or overwhelm and you don't want to say goodbye to your garden, right? So you have to find strategies to overcome those periods. So I have a couple of tips for you to make the most of a difficult time and, get the help that you need and want. First of all, it doesn't have to be an expensive professional. Just start with someone you trust, your partner, your neighbor. Obviously, you can't ask them to do everything, but people will gladly help. People who love you and you love them, and who wouldn't want to help. So look around, family members, friends, neighbors. In my case, I asked my husband, for example, which is obviously very handy if you have someone so close by who is willing and able to help. Isn't he the best? By the way, this is some footage of our big backyard project, which will be a nice makeover video in the future, no doubt, so keep an eye out for that. And for some other chores, I asked a teenager from the neighborhood we live in, and I paid her like you would a babysitter, basically. And she was very happy to help and also make some money. My second tip is to know what you can ask from whom. In my case, I knew I could ask my husband for some really heavy stuff. Cutting the rambling rows where you have to climb up a ladder, scary stuff. But also moving a heavy bush that really needed to be moved because it was dying in that place. Obviously, I didn't ask this from the teenage girl, but she was more than happy to weed the paths. And my final tip for this strategy is to give clear instructions. And believe me, I learned this the hard way. Because, in my head, it's all very clear what needs to be done in the garden. I just have to look at a patch and I know which are weeds to take out and which are seedlings that I want to cherish. But a teenage babysitter doesn't necessarily know these differences. She was a very hard worker, so I was very glad to have her. But once when I asked her to clear out a part of the strawberries that were taking over the border next to it, she also ripped out my foxgloves, which in my mind don't look anything like strawberries. Let me see. Strawberries, foxgloves. Well, they are both green. Yeah, that was sad. But in the end, I decided, okay, there will be casualties now and then. Everybody makes mistakes. I do too. Sometimes. So give clear instructions and also be prepared to accept some collateral damage. Know that they are worth the satisfaction of, seeing some nicely weeded paths and the peace of mind that you have some basic stuff done. And please remember, even if you can't do much of anything in the garden yourself, go sit outside, enjoy your garden. Watch it teeming and buzzing with life and feel the hope that one day you will be able to do a bit more in your garden again. That day will come. And in the meantime, just enjoy, listen, feel, smell. Enjoy your garden in any way you can. So what is your experience with asking for help when you have to? Let me know in the comments below, and I would love to see you in my next video, which will deal with the second strategy to keep up with your garden. Bye!